Man, it was surreal. Just all the hard work paying off, and just just a great feeling just to know that the work paid off. And I think it was more so for not just myself, but for Starville and my teammates. Just a great feeling for everybody.
I know, you usually don't talk about, individual awards, but, how much was that a goal of yours after, going through all those injuries last season to kind of prove that, you were a first team, caliber player in the SEC?
Yeah, I always had it in the back of my mind. I always felt that way about my abilities, but just to see the recognition and the work being shown is just means a lot to me, and to give all the glory to God.
I know each season is different, but you guys had some tough losses last year that were hard to bounce back from. You guys have had some pretty brutal losses this year, as far as at the wire and having a chance to win. But you guys have had the ability to bounce back and flush it and come back pretty strong. What's been the difference this year, you think, with that aspect?
I mean, obviously, before the season, it was a coaching change. We didn't know what to expect, but with Coach James, I just think he's always highly motivated. No disrespect to the last coach, but it's a constant going battle with just him and just motivation, just pushing us to be successful each day, day in and day out. And even when we were going through that bad stint, we stayed consistent, and that was the thing that helped us out in the long run. I feel like we've grown closer when we was in that little stint that we had, and then we just waited for the right time to explode, and we did at the right time. So.
Well, what do you kind of expect from Florida this time? Of course, Castleman's gone down, and
Yeah.
they're a little bit different. But what do you expect them to be a whole lot different from the first time you played them?
Yeah, a whole lot different. Seemed like they changed their whole offense. There's not a lot of rim protection around the rim, but there's still they got a lot of good guard play. The young guy, Kruger, who committed here, he's playing really good. I think he averaged like 20 in the last 5. They got some veteran guards. I think they just do a lot of space out and play, so we got to sit down and guard and then take advantage of what we usually do on offense and rebounding and just being a force in the paint, not just me.
Sorry, man.
It's all good, bro.
Given kind of what the bracketology kind of looks like now with y'all and, heading into the SEC tournament, do you think these couple games coming up are some of the biggest of your career?
Oh, man, for sure. I think just for my personal benefit, I just, me wanting to always had the option to go to the tournament or the chance to go to the tournament. It's obviously a big game for us, and we're taking it as that we're scouting earlier than usual. We're preparing earlier. We're doing a lot of things different. So yeah, I just think it's a different mindset. It's the same mindset in every game, but I think it's a big game for us. So.
What do you think of a challenge like that? Like a time for you to get to the NCAA tournament, for your first time, with a few obstacles in front of you. How do you kind of welcome a challenge like that?
Man, we embrace it. We embrace it with open arms. It starts with the coaching staff, the head of the snake, and Coach Jens loves these kinds of opportunities. He always says if it wasn't the hard way, it'd be too easy. So,
Last one.
Tolu, I know there's not much time for preparation and going into the SEC tournament, but just what are the kind of the biggest things that you guys are focusing on before going to Nashville?
we're focused on one game at a time. Just making sure that we take care of business of the first game and not worried about who's playing who or what's going on with the next game. Just knowing that we got Florida ahead of us right now. We got to win.